Okay, well, I look a mess, and my neighbors are hanging out up front right now, but I was gonna make a video on my new car. Well, not really new, because I got Benny back in May, and now it's like October, but I'm gonna make a video on my car. The very first car I'm buying on my own is this car. I bought it a couple weeks after I graduated. It's basically a graduation gift to myself. So initially, I wasn't going in with the idea of buying this car. I had another car in mind, but then I saw this car at the dealership and I couldn't leave without this car. I loved it so much. This is actually like a couple months ago, this was like my dream car. But now that I have this car, my dream car is a Tesla now. I just bought this car and I'm already looking forward to when I can get a Tesla. But enough about my future dream car, let's talk about Benny. And Benny is a she, don't get it twisted. Benny is a 2015 BMW X1. This is the back of Benny. Benny's blue. I'm really more a fan of like regular neutral color cars, but Benny was a good deal and I really liked this car. And the blue actually works on this body car. I literally just washed her, so that's why she's a little wet on some of the places. Doing like a 360. I'm gonna do some of this like with the license plate in it and try to like blur it out if I can figure out how to do that. But for now, okay. So Benny is a 4-cylinder car, which is great because I don't want to put that much gas into her. But also, she doesn't require premium gas. It's recommended to put premium gas, but you can put the middle tier gas, whatever the numbers come out to be for that. So for me, I keep this towel here because in the summer, Benny gets really hot and Benny has leather seats. And when I'm wearing shorts, I don't want my skin to be touching the hot leather, so what I do is I put my Sacramento Kings towel on the seat so that my skin doesn't burn. My dad got me these like really nice placemats. They're like custom for each car, but what's really nice about them is that they're like hard. They're not like this material where like if you brought in wet shoes or something, it would like stink up. But this is like plastic, so you can take this out. I can shake off all the dirt and leaves that are in there and it'll be totally fine. It'll be clean. Okay, Benny is all black interior. Benny also has the M badge, and for BMWs that stands for, I'm pretty sure that stands for having like a sport package on your car. So this is what my steering wheel looks like. Benny has a little screen here. She has navigation too. Benny is also keyless entry and keyless start, but Benny's a little bit older, so plug in the key every now and again just to charge it. I don't have to have it every single time. It's just to make sure the key fob is nice and charged so that I can actually use the key. It's basically for your phone. It has like a magnet on it and you stick it into like the little CD entry here, which is perfect because I don't use that. And then I have I ordered like a black magnet to stick on the back of my phone so I could just stick my phone like that. One of the main reasons I want a BMW because luxury, fun to drive. Downside, if anything breaks in Benny, she's gonna be so expensive to fix. Prindle, you have to press the side button in order to switch gears. So if I were to pull on this right now, it's telling me that I have to press the little side button in order to switch gears. What I'm assuming that's for, so that you don't accidentally knock the little gear shift into another gear. That actually happened to me when I was going to Chico. My friend, I was like sitting at a stop and he knocked my gear into like neutral, and when I stepped on the gas, the engine revved at me like, why are you doing that? You're not in the right gear. So that little side button, very smart. Another thing is that Benny has a panoramic sunroof. Unfortunately, the sunroof is kind of broken. Well, the window works, but this layer right here moves it all the way back, but it won't move it all the way back to the front. So I haven't opened it in a couple weeks. I have to go get that fixed, but I'm not really in a rush because it's not really important to like the safety of the car, like, but this doesn't really affect the way I drive. Another cool feature that I love about this car is that it has heated seats. My old car did not have that. I'm gonna turn it off now because my butt does not need to be toasty. What's also nice about this, it's like dual air control. So on this side you can see there's temperature right here and temperature on that side. I can switch and make my side, the air controls on the left side of the car, be different than the one on the right one. If you want them to both work, you press this all button and they all switch. Another thing that I thought was super unique that I wasn't sure I liked at first was this little cup holder. You can remove it, but I haven't done that. ever since I got this car because I like having 2 cup holders. It might be a little inconvenient if my passengers need more legroom, but it hasn't been the case so far. I also have another little towel over there in case my passenger is also wearing shorts. In my rear view mirror, it has a little indicator up here in the upper right hand corner, basically telling me the direction I'm pointing in right now. This has a little SOS button. If there were an emergency, I would try to press that and hope that it actually SOSs for me 911. Another thing that I really liked when I first got Benny was the back seats. Sometimes when me and my dad run errands, I like to let him drive and then I'll like come sit in the back seat. These are probably gonna be the most pristine seats over time because I barely ever have any passengers. This is how much leg space I have back here when the front seat, the driver's seat, is adjusted to my dimensions. Right over here are some cup holders that I forgot about, and next time I have my dad drive, I'm gonna just pull this out and just pop a squat, pop my elbow on here. I also have towels in the back seats over here. Benny has these little grabby holdy pulley thingies. I also think it's super funny when the driver's seat also has one of these at their side, because aren't both their hands supposed to be on the steering wheel? One thing I don't like is that Benny has this little hump in the middle, so if you're sitting in the middle seat, you don't really have that much leg space. You're gonna have like some just be straddling it. I've been wanting to take Benny on like a really long road trip and just pack the car with friends and drive, but then I remember that taking her on long drives is gonna put more miles on her. Likely that something is gonna break. I have a coworker at work that's always like, oh, do you know what BMW stands for? And he's always like, it stands for bring money with you, because BMWs are expensive to fix. Alright, enough of my jibber jabber, and let's show you the back. This is what the back looks like. She has a little cover thingy so that people can't look into the trunk. I have this. I actually use this when I'm driving when it's hot in the summer so that there's less leather touching me when I'm sitting. I have these little towels that aren't like regular towels, so that whenever I wipe Benny, she won't get any cloth or whatever fuzzies on her. And I also have a little umbrella back here. And my sister, this is from the last time we hung out, I needed some clothespins so that less cleavage on my shirt, so I need to bring that back to her. Another cool feature is that Benny has these lights that turn on, which are really nice, so if I'm in the dark, at least I can see a little bit of where I'm going and stuff. I literally wash her maybe 3 or 4 times a week. Not a week. I wash her every 3 to 4 weeks. I do not like having Benny dirty. Okay, it's pretty obviously not the same day as the original clips in this video, but I thought of some other cool features that I didn't talk about earlier, so here we go. One thing I forgot to mention was this little control panel right behind the Prindle. It controls this screen. Another thing is that my car has a sport package, so that includes these paddle shifters. I never actually learned how to drive stick shift, so I don't really know how to use the paddle shifters to switch into different gears. The other cool thing is the backup camera. Benny has sensors in the front and the back. The bad thing about this is that whenever I'm pulling up and there's like a little portion in front of Benny as I'm parking, it senses that and it makes a noise to alert me that there's something in front of me, and I obviously know that there's something in front of me. So even when I'm backing up, it'll sense that there's something in front of me and it'll start making a noise. That part I don't really like that much. The other nice thing about my car is that I have Bluetooth. And if it seems like I'm a little distracted throughout this recording, is because I'm filming the rest of this video at my work's parking lot. I'm just keeping an eye out, making sure no one sees me doing this. Anyways, thank you for watching my videos. If you would like to see more, please press the subscribe button somewhere down below there. I promise I'm gonna try to get better at these.